You ever come to a point in your life where it seems like nothing seems to go right? Um, like you feel like God has abandoned you, like you're all alone, like you have no one to turn to because of the issues and the problems that you have in your life. So you get discouraged. You know, you go to church, you read your Bible, you pray, but it seems like nothing is effective. So I remember a time in my life where I was working. I had been on the job for two 2 years, and all of a sudden they came in and closed the office down. I was laid off, no job. I was I wasn't going to church at the time because I hadn't given my life to God at that moment. But just recently had a new apartment, new townhouse, and the bills were pretty much piling up. And I started going to church, I think shortly around that time, or yeah, around that time. And I was praying. I couldn't tithe because I didn't have any money to tithe. Um, but I was a faithful member. I was at church every week, and I know that being at church every week doesn't make you holy, as they say, but it can be effective in your life if you attend church on a regular basis because you have a desire to want to change in your life. But I came to a point where I was so discouraged, and all I could do was cry and just broke down because I prayed, I read and I prayed and I prayed and I read, but it's just I felt like I was getting nowhere, no job, um, bills piling up. So I felt like God had abandoned me, even though a part of me knew that God was there, but because I was a baby Christian, it was my faith was very weak. So I didn't really know better than to know that, hey, God is with you no matter what, even when it feels like He's not there. So I got through my days of worship and I prayed again. I prayed and I read and I worshiped and I worshiped and I prayed and I read. And I developed a relationship with God because because that's all I had. I had nothing but time. But I remember a song that kind of ministered to me as well. It's one of my favorite songs, and I've sung it before, but I haven't really like posted anything on here. So, because I'm not really a video person, not really a video person at all. And this is some me coming out of my comfort zone a little bit, just a little bit. So, here it goes. Let me touch you and see if you are real. Even though I know my heart, your hands can't heal. But sometimes I get discouraged and I need your strength and shield. Jesus, let me touch you and see if you are real. Sometimes to me you seem so far away, and I wonder how to make it through the day. But if I can touch the hem of your garment, your power I know I can feel. Jesus, let me touch you and see if you are real. When I am down, let me touch you. When I'm lonely, let me touch you. When I'm discouraged, let me touch you like you never have before. Lord, I need you more you are real. Oh, 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 see if you are real. Never give up on God, because he would never, ever, ever give up on you. And he's always there. Despite what the naysayers say, God is always there. And he will be there until the end. He's the only person that you can count on. Even when it seems like no one is there, God is there. He listens. He knows all, and he sees all. So believe, have faith. Just as the woman with the issue of blood, she knew that if she touched the hem of his garment, that he would be made whole. And she was made whole. She was healed. So continue to have faith and never give up on God. Be blessed.